my name is Maria, and as a part of the second achievement in my UX course at Foundry, I'm going to answer some interview questions now. The first question was, what questions do you need answered before you start designing an experience? So I divided it into 4 stages. The first one is define a goal. What is the goal of design project? So this is really important because I actually need to understand the targets that I'm going to hit with my design. The second one is explore a problem. What problem are we solving creating a design project? What is the final takeaway message of the design project? And I actually also need to understand the context of the design. But understanding the context, I'm going to understand it after I will create a clear project message. The third one is the most important one for me. So I need to understand the user. Why is it important for the user and why do they care about this project? I need to explore who is my user, create user personas, and only after it I'm going to create designs. Because this one is really important to understand who is going to use the product, and actually I think this is the most challenging but the most rewarding part of design projects. And also the first one before switching to action mode is understanding what tools and theories and approaches I'm going to use in my design project. It will help me to narrow my exploration and understand the plan. So what I'm going to do, how am I going to do it? Of course, the whole design process is full of iterations and something will be going not as planned, but to have a plan is also really important before starting designing. The second question is, did you design your flows with different start points? In other words, not just onboarding, sign up, forgot password. So I actually did that. The first one was login process or sign up, so that was pretty common. And the second one was about paying for an expert time. So because I'm designing an expert app for creative people who can ask questions from expert and they need to pay for expert time. And this one was starting not from home screen or sign up options, but directly from booking a call with an expert, because I decided that I don't need the whole flow for this task. I don't need to showcase how user goes to booking a call with an expert, so this was another task for the user. So yeah, I started with another start point and it allows me not to draw really long user flows and still showcase the features. The third question is, can you describe a time when the requirements changed in the middle of a project and how you handled that? For a long time of my life, I was working as a youth worker and youth leader, and actually I continued doing projects in this sphere. And in this sphere, everything is changing every time because it's connected directly with people and social management, and everything is changing every time. For example, one of the funny situations in my life, we planned an event for 300 people, and one night before the event, it was 500 registrations for the event, and we actually didn't plan so many people, and we didn't close the registration form, so that means that all these 500 people can come and we have to handle it. But in our building we had only 300 chairs and we had to find 200 chairs in one night. And that was pretty stressful situation, but we handled it, and we were looking for chairs all across the city, and we were calling some organizations and asked for some chairs, and actually it was a success. In my work I had a lot of stressful situations and I know how to handle them. So that's the answer for the question. Question number 4. What are the design tools in your tool belt, and in what situation do you use one tool or a method over another? Do you sketch with paper and pen, and will you be ready to prototype something in Sketch or in Vision? So as I'm quite new to design, so I have never had a design experience, right now the main tool that I'm studying and try to understand and looking for community features is Figma, and I actually try to use it for every kind of purpose that I can have, because it's online and I can create team projects and I can consult with my mentor in Figma, and actually provides a wide range of opportunities, and you can also install plugins. So that is a quite new sphere for me, and I need to explore which plugins are good, which are not. But for the most tasks, I'm using Figma. I just store all the prototypes here and all the tasks that I create in Figma, and it's quite cool because it has education plan and I can create a lot of pages and I can structure the work in here. I also use Adobe Illustrator for creating some vector images, not in this design course now because I didn't need it, but for creating a prototype maybe I'm going to create some vector images also. Of course, I'm sketching with paper and pen because it's the fastest way that we can use, and then I put these paper sketches in Figma and create prototypes. Sometimes I can use Marble app because it was mentioned in the course and I understood it. It's quite easy to use, but I don't see any reasons why not put in all the information in Figma and not use other tools. Right now I'm planning to study also Sketch and InVision. I have never had an experience using them, but it's not a problem to understand the main functionality for me. And for methods, I think that the most common method in UX design is design thinking, and I actually quite love it, and I love how is it working and how is it helping designers to understand the user and to observe and explore everything. So the main tool is Figma, the main method is design thinking. Thank you for your attention. Bye!